So Matt, we've been around the property and seen the different types of diseases that are going to impact the superintendent over winter. But just a single chemical application is not always enough. You need to do more to that. So we always talk about going clean, and it's how you prep the turf going into winter from a plant protection perspective. Any way you can elaborate on that for us?
Yeah, definitely, Jason. First, I'll say, what an amazing day in Canmore that we've had. It's been a cold day, but it's been an amazing day. It's been inspirational. And the golf course, to our detriment, is quite clean. It actually looks really good. It's a testament to the Syngenta products that are doing what they're supposed to do. But like you alluded to, that's not just one application, right? That is an entire program of applications and products that are kind of backed all the way out into autumn to make sure that we've got our best foot forward going into those winter months so that we can come out with a successful spring approach. So when we talk about snow molds, we talked about pink snow mold, we talked about gray snow mold, we talked about speckled snow mold. We know that the gray snow mold and the speckled snow mold, those are definitely pre-snow applications, and that's a very important application just before snowfall hits. But that microdochium patch, that pink snow mold, that's proliferating during those warmer, humid temperatures in the fall and again back in the spring. So if we're not going out ahead of time and really getting a go and clean approach program, we're not going to thwart that pathogen, and we might not see the gray snow mold pressure come spring, but we're gonna see detrimental effects from the microdochium patch. So you're right, it's very important to leverage the frac groups that we have at our disposal, the toolbox of products that we have here at Syngenta, to really make sure that we've prevented that disease or that pathogen from invading the turfgrass plant before that snow cover arrives.
We do have a great portfolio of products, 8+ that will work on microdochium patch and snow molds and things along those lines. But it's also important to consider the plant health. As we know, the disease triangle is going to tell you that one of the key components to stopping disease from happening is that the plant health is up to speed. So addressing that plant health in that pre-winter time period is also very important. Raising the heights of cut, pulling traffic off earlier, managing your nutrient program accordingly, reducing thatch earlier in the fall so that it doesn't hold moisture and pathogens in those areas. All of these are key things to success in conjunction with a good plant protection program.
I couldn't agree more, right? The winter is a marathon, right? And how do you win a marathon? You train for a marathon and you pace yourself. So taking away those stressors in the fall, creating a more resilient plant going into those winter months, a healthier turfgrass plant, is going to not only assure us that we have less chance of abiotic damage, but it's also going to make sure that the synthetic chemistries that we're using are doing what they're supposed to do. Because applying chemistries to a damaged turfgrass leaf blade isn't doing much for us, right? So I definitely agree with your comments there, and anything we can do to change the environment in any shape or way is going to help us in that disease triangle. We know the pathogens are present. We can't do anything about that. We know that the hosts are all susceptible to these winter snow molds, right? So regrassing strategies aren't going to help us very much. But if we can change that environment just a little bit, we might have a fighting chance against abiotic damage and some snow mold threats as well. One thing I think you alluded to was, the touch on resiliency through nutrition as well, right? Having a healthy turfgrass plant. I think what's really exciting at Syngenta this year is the release of our new amino acid product in HiCure. We know that going into the winter months, the research has shown that we don't actually want to overfeed the turfgrass because it can stimulate snow mold production, right, and activity. So how do we get a resiliency built into that turfgrass without the use of conventional nutritional products? Maybe HiCure is that product for us, using that in a preventative Go and Clean program as well, so that we're building a healthier turfgrass plant that's more capable of withstanding those harsh winter environments, so that we come out looking the way we do here in the spring, opening the golf course early, making golfers happy, making the clubhouse happy, and ultimately making the turfgrass manager happy.
100%, Matt. I'm super excited about the new HiCure product. You mentioned the amino acid aspect of it, but there's also osmotic protection, which will help with ice damage and cold temperature damage. So beyond the nutrients that it's providing to the plant to harden off properly, you're getting those cold temperature protections as well. So that combination makes it perfect setup for that going clean conjunction, or even coming out of winter as a nutrient source when the plant's not as active.